light of the world, you step down into darkness. Open my eyes, let me see beauty that made this heart adore you. Hope of a life spent with you. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me.
Hey folks, welcome to Worship Team Training. So glad that you're with us today. We got a special guest. Hey, this is an impromptu episode today. Brand new, what we call Worship Team Training tracks. This is our first episode, and we're going to try like this today for the first time, see how it goes. But we got a very special guest that you see playing guitar that's right in front of me here, and this is Mitch Bohannon from Kyser Capos. Mitch, how are you today?
Doing great. Doing great.
Awesome. Well, it's great to have you, and again, guys, we want to bring these new segments to you called training tracks that have everything to do with different instruments that we'll focus on every other week in conjunction with our regular Worship Team Training hangout that we do that you see Tony Guerrero, Tim Timmons, Stephanie Kelly, Swift, all those guys. But we want to take a different approach now and start showing you some more music stuff. So I asked our buddy Mitch to come on board today to talk a little bit about the short capo, because many of us have maybe heard of it, but we don't know exactly what it is or maybe how to use it effectively. And Mitch took me through just a really quick 5-minute lesson before we got on board and showed me just how easy it was, and I'm completely stoked and amazed. So Mitch, would you take us through now and show everybody else what you just showed me moments ago?
Absolutely, absolutely. You just mentioned Tim Timmons being a part of what you do. Tim, if you watch him play live, he's going to be using the shortcut capo as well.
Yeah.
And really has brought it in to be a part of what he does in writing and in recording and playing live. The shortcut capo creates an alternate tuning. If you look right there, you can see it holds down, imagine that being fingers, it holds down an E suspended chord. So take that 3-string capo, put it on the 2nd fret, it'll hold down 5, 4, and 3, and now I've got a chord with no fingers. It's an E suspended chord, and we can think of it in 2 different ways. You can think of it as dad-gad in the key of E, but if you don't want to imagine it with as alternate tuning, it's very simple fingerings. What we're going to do is we're going to play a D-shaped chord, but we're not going to use our 1st string and our 2nd string. So I'm just taking my D chord down to 1 finger. This is my new E chord, and I use my middle finger on that string. I let my middle finger play all the notes that are in that 2nd fret above the capo. Kind of makes these shapes, to my hands, feel more comfortable. So there's my new E chord. If I go up 1 string, there's a simple B. And if I go up 1 more string, that's a simple A. And so the song we just played, Here I Am to Worship, we could play with those, almost the whole song with those 3 chords. That's a 1, 4, 5 chord. You can hear the big change in the chord because we're moving 2 major notes, the note we are fingering and the note we were fingering.
Right.
Those are the 2 notes that change in those strings, and they're major notes in the middle of this chord shape, and so it allows that big change to happen. So let's take it where I took you the first time.
Right.
We take off from a D chord, we end up with 1 finger. We play an A2 shape. Is that a better angle?
Yeah.
An A2 shape. that's our new B chord because we're up a full step. And then we're going to play a G shape. Again, not playing the first and second strings.
Okay.
So I'm just getting out of the way so you can see. And there's our new A chord. So we have an E, B. You've got a minor chord. Come down a string.
Okay.
So I'm on the third and the fourth strings.
Right.
And then to the G shape. There it is. That's our A.
And that's such an open sounding chord too. When you let that ring out, you got that bottom E.
Oh, it is, yeah. So you've got, on all these chords, you've got now 6 string chords. You're not limited to have to strum only 4 strings, or strum 5 strings. They're all 6 string chords. So that takes us through light of the world. You step down into darkness. Open my eyes. Let me see. Yeah.
So like what I love about that is that you can walk up. If you guys can see the guitar here. And I love
exactly.
What is you can have all those and almost like it almost kind of has a dobro kind of a feel to it, because you can move around just by playing one string, and that's the one thing that caught me by surprise is that you can just one finger makes all the difference. Can you explain a little bit more about how that works?
Well, if you're thinking with notes and leads, you're really utilizing notes from the pentatonic scale that are available to you. That's the slide that I do the most of the time, off that B. That's on the 4th string. But it's just adding that full step slide really creates a complex feel with something that's very simple.
Nice.
Let me add a couple more chords to what we were just playing. We need a minor chord, and so we have our E, our B, and our A. We need an F sharp minor. Our F sharp note, none of our notes have moved. We're playing like an alternate tuning, but none of the notes have moved. So there's our F sharp note, and we need a minor. So I'm going to grab the
behind the capo.
Yeah, the 5th string, 2nd fret above the capo. And there's an F sharp minor 7 chord. That would be a true minor with pinky under that on the 4th string. I rarely ever play it like that. I always play the minor 7, and if I don't like this note or the 4th string in it, I'll lay my finger down where it mutes it out.
Right. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I do too. I think it fits well. And then the other minor, if you're accustomed to playing this triad, there's my E, slide it down to 4, that's a C sharp minor. That's the same chord. So we can slide around in this movable shape. And end up in the A chord. So I've got an E, C sharp minor. This finger's already posed for the A chord.
Okay, go through that again one more time.
Yeah, there's my E. If I had dots, it'd be a lot easier to see.
And lift your guitar just a little bit, like that.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, there's my E chord. I'm on 7 and 9.
Right.
4 and 6. That's my C sharp minor. And now with that finger on 4th fret, that's already ready for my A chord. So I just drop into that A shape.
Oh, nice.
And then I can get to a B. And then I can hit my E here. Or I can go back up.
Oh, cool. So we can do Here I Am to Worship, the same song, but just in this formation.
Right.
We got 2 different formations we can play that now.
Exactly.
Okay. Pick one register and I'll play the other.
Okay. 2, 3. Light of the world.
We'll do that one more time.
You gotta go down to your B.
That's great. Again.
2, 3, 4. Light of the world, you step down into darkness. Open my eyes, let me see. There it is. So if you played it here, you'd end up going, light of the world, you step down into darkness.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
That's all right.
One more time. One more time.
This is impromptu here.
That's right.
2,
This is it.
3. Light of the world, you step down into darkness. Open my eyes, let me see. Grab that A.
Yeah.
I bounce back and forth. I don't know if that's the technical chart or not, but I go back and forth between the F sharp minor and the A.
And it's tough because you're trying to catch the finger behind the capo, and I've actually never learned that. This is the first time.
Well, it seems daunting, but it becomes very comfortable. As long as that capo, and this is capo, we'll call it capo etiquette, the proper placement. That as long as that capo is real close to that fret bar,
right,
it gives you a lot of space back here.
Oh, I see. I get it now. Because at first I moved, and I think that's another question that people might have is where exactly do you put the capo?
Right. If you put it, see where yours is right now.
Right.
Is you are pulling the strings as far as you can pull them between 2 frets.
Okay.
So you're stretching 3 strings more than the other 3 strings. So, but if you move it up close to that fret bar,
yeah,
that's the least amount that you can pull a string because you're using the height of the fret bar.
That makes sense.
And so think about it. The more you pull it, this note goes up. So you're going to cause intonation. You're going to cause strings to go sharp or sound sharp.
Awesome. Cool. Mitch, can you go ahead and take us through another song that we can use this on?
I was playing around this morning, even just listening for melodies, and that's one thing that you'll find once you start, once you put this capo on and do some slides. And just listen, and what's in your heart is going to come out your hands. It's a really cool way to do it. And I just pinched my 6 and 4 strings, and I heard the first note of this song.
I think you should get that. That's another guitar standing calling you. Try it again.
Sorry about that. Okay. I was thinking the Wonderful Cross. And I'm only playing really 2 notes.
Wow.
Oh, the it's a great way to just hear melodies, play out melodies. I've done that a lot leading worship to start a song with that. A lot of times when we're playing leading worship, if you don't have extra instruments with you, you're left without melodies of songs that a lead guitar player would play or that a second guitar player would play. And so this enables you to bring that into your leading. One of the ones, let me jump to this one real quick. You'll recognize it.
Well, actually, you know what? We ran out of time. We ran out of time. Sorry, guys, because you know what? You're going to have to catch us in the second half of this, and we'll do this in another 2 weeks. So we left it to cliffhanger, which is good. Mitch, hey, thank you so much for coming on and joining us and teaching us
Absolutely.
about Capo today. And thank you, Kyser Capos.
You got it.
Awesome. Guys, be sure to check back with us again in 2 weeks. And remember, in 2 weeks, we'll be back. And also, we have another full worship team training hangout with another new topic coming up. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So be sure to tune in on our YouTube channel, Worship Team Training, Facebook, Twitter, @WorshipTT. Thank you again so much, guys, for joining us. Mitch, thank you. Y'all have a fantastic day.